Hello everybody. This week I want to talk about the incident that happened in Italy in regards to the Eritrean ambassador. Now, this incident I'm talking about happened on July 7th week. So the incident happened exactly like this. The Eritrean ambassador and his aide were walking after having dinner from the restaurant to their hotel. Two Eritrean individuals came and violently attacked the Eritrean ambassador and his aide. After that, the ambassador himself did not sustain any serious injury, while his aide sustained serious injury. The two Eritrean individuals who violently attacked the ambassador were apprehended by the Italian police and are in custody. Now, I want to give perspective on why is this happening? Why is this an incident that is unique? Or also if this is a reflection of the Eritrean diaspora, and who are these people, and who is supporting these people? First of all, I have to say that this is a reflection of a fringe extremist group within the diaspora who are growing frustrated in their ability to win the hearts and mind of the majority of Eritreans. And they're going through a different stage grief, the 5 stages of grief. First was denial. Now they're in anger. After that, they will go to bargaining. After that, they will go to depression, and after that, lastly they will go to accepting that their politics, divisive ethnic, religious, reactionary politics that divide Eritreans on basis of ethnic, religious, and their efforts to accept Abyssinian domination and subjugation, accept the submission to foreigners on for as how we run our country, has been rejected by the majority of Eritreans. Now, this is not to say that there aren't legitimate grievances. There are not. I'm not saying there is not legitimate grievances within the Eritrean diaspora. There is, but these legitimate grievances are not pretty much associated with these extremist fringe group. Now, people who oppose or have disagreement with the Eritrean government, are they all the same and violent in this way? No, they're not. It's only these group who are pretty much are okay with being supported and funded by the Ethiopian regime, are okay with this heavy sanction on the state of Eritrea, which is doing heavy damage to the development of Eritrea, are okay with violent acts against the state of Eritrea and its people. So it's not truly a reflection of the people who have grievances against the Eritrea, or the state of Eritrea. Now, we have to definitely point out that these group of people have been supported and funded by the Ethiopian regime. Elsa Choron, Salam Kadan, and Awad.com, all these guys, and the hotel opposition and Addis Ababa, and all these guys have been funded and supported. Now, what's happening within Facebook, so on social media, is there is different personalities who are increasing the violence, the narrative of violence, the narrative of burning flags, the increasing wanting to intensify action against anybody who support the government. And this has been intensified by Facebook. There are opinions, a lot of toxic opinion. They will do, for example, there are a couple personalities who will do live stream and they will show burning of the flag, or they would try to every day talk to their followers and to radicalize them toward violent means. Now, this is just a small group of people who have these views, who pretty much are like 2, 3, 4 years from now will say they don't believe in the independence of Eritrea. They're just close to that. I predict that it will happen in a few years. These group of people don't believe, they want to reverse the independence of Eritrea. They want to subjugate Eritrea into the rule of Ethiopia under the Ethiopian regime, current Ethiopian regime. Now, what can we do as Eritrean? What can we expect in the coming years? Now, the violence and attempts to harass the Eritrean diaspora will not stop by these people, but majority of Eritreans will see that this is not. They will see that the wisdom, they don't have the political wisdom and political maturity, because they're violently attacking the people who they disagree with. This is not democratic. It is not reflective of their democratic values and what they preach about. Now, I believe that in order to move forward, there has to be an effort to publicly engage and have a wider discussion on the political and economic limitation. And PFJ and the government of Eritrea have to be bluntly open about its limitation while talking about its progress, so that these enemy quarters or these extremists and fringe group don't have no basis of argument, because at the end of the day, the government of Eritrea and PFJ have nothing to hide as far as speaking about this limitation, but they just have to be bluntly speak on it and be honest, brutally honest about uh, especially the efforts, the 25 years, 26 years efforts and development efforts as far as the salary of the defense forces, efforts on certain development goals that have not been reached, efforts on the political limitations such as the Constitution. What are we going? What kind of system are we transitioning to? What is the discussion? These things that are legitimately should be brought up, and anybody that wants to engage in a civilized manner should engage with the Eritrean people in a fashion that is respective, that is not violent, that is not antagonizing. So, like I said, they're going through different stages. They're on the anger stage. The next stage is bargaining. After that is depression, and then after that, they will have to accept that their reactionary politics of viewing Eritrea through ethnic, religious, and attempts to Abyssinize the country has failed and has been rejected. And now we will continue to see efforts to violently attack the diaspora and harass it. Now, I have to say that this is actually connected to what's happening in Ethiopia, as these people are supported and funded by the Ethiopian regime. Now, currently, the Ethiopian regime is going through a crisis internally. There is a lot of pressure. There's a state emergency. There is internal tension in the Oromo region. There is protests in the Hamara region. There is insurgency in different regions. There is internal tension within the TPLF. There is tension within different powers. The Currently within the TPLF regime, the leadership has a different. They don't have a strategy. The military, there is tension within the military section. So overall, they need a win, as they need to agitate Eritrea as a way to say we were doing something. So violently attacking Eritrean official is just a small win. So we just have to be patient. So what can Eritreans do? If you have disagreement, be wise, support your brothers in a civilized manner. Be above this attempt to agitate, be above this harassment. Reach out to your people who have this disagreement and try to push efforts to bring your people together on the basis of the tradition of Abraham Sultan Walda Ben Awad. You know, at the end of the day, these grievances, politics is temporary. The issue of differences is temporary. These can be solved, and the government of Eritrea and PFJ have to be held accountable to the wishes of the Eritrean people. I support the Eritrean government, also PFJ as a movement, but I believe in speaking to our limitation and our strength also. So publicly, there has to be a new breaking of the old way, uh, breaking conventions, and engaging the diaspora. This is not the 1990s. This is not the era of the 80s of when EPLF was organizing the diaspora. It has to be updated to the current realities. And the way the government of Eritrea and PPJ have to engage has to be totally different. The current mode um, has to change. Now, this will definitely help to push this to this type of effort I'm just suggesting would help the government of Eritrea strengthen it. It already has legitimacy, but um, the fringe group and extremist groups I've been mentioning they have been able to be they had to been able to extremely vocalize these points and limitation without a proper response from the government of Eritrea. And PFJ, I would truly believe these questions can be answered bluntly, and it has to be communicated in new form, not in the 1990s and 1980 Gedla or the the old way. It has to be a new way, and that's the only way we can counter this violent harassment and pretty much bring people who have grievances to the fold and show that these people who are extreme and violently attacking you, attacking us, and the Eritrean people are have ultimate motives besides the question of democracy, human rights. They want to reverse Eritrean independence. They want to instill this ethnic and religious violence and chaos does not fit our history. So, in the spirit of Waldab, in the spirit of Abraham Sultan, I believe in engagement, and we must continue to push and support our country and try to unify your people. Continue this, make the unity stronger. So my people do not worry. These are just small agitation. It will continue to be small agitation. It's just an indication of a desperate, bankrupt political movement. So in the end, just support your people, unify your people, and whatever you can, defend them. So, and also for the people who have issues and grievances, be wise. See that there will be this path, violent path, will not get you legitimacy. Within, you cannot win the hearts and mind of the majority of Eritreans by being violent. You have to understand you don't have if you don't have the ability to win the hearts and mind, you have to be patient. You have to have a stronger argument. You have to engage them and not go this path and get angry when you're not able to convince them of your argument. Be patient, engage with your people, disassociate with people who are associated with the Ethiopian regime, who are taking funding from the West, who are for heavy sanction, who are for violent means, who are for extreme violent regime change. And then engage with your people, and you will be welcome. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.